expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Evan Carter. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. That one missed. He was late there. Strike one.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Carter gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And that one cutting but missing down low. On the ground, could be two. Henderson tossed to second. Out of Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Big time power. He's third in the AL in home runs. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So 2 down. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. On a bounce right side. Gets it to first. Third out. One left for Texas. We played an inning. No score. And we're back. And now it's going to be Josh Young.
Third baseman.
And a pitch. And that one upstairs.
OKC or ND?
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And forget it. He circles the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
Better than the one they have currently.
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Are you serious?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
Toskins.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hoskins pushes it foul. And he deals. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late. Opposite
Got
field
him.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And the batter now, Jonah Heim. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And ball 1.
It's a good take.
One down, base is empty. And that misses off the outside edge. On the ground to the left. Jumps, throws. Awesome play there.
Nolan Arenado is a great
My
hit.
goodness, Chris. He had to generate
We got
a ton
Nolan,
of power
Gunner,
in that jump throw for the out.
Holiday,
Let's take another look
and
and dive into the
Mountcastle,
numbers for
plus
Statcast.
Adley.
Man, that's an
Great
impressive throw
defense
right
with
there.
Clifton.
In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Harrison Bader in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the air, left field. Gets under it. And that's the third out.
1 minute to go in the finals.
So only one hit in the inning, the solo homer, and it puts them ahead.
Thunder
We played
105,
2 full.
Pacers
It's
103.
The Rangers 1 and the Orioles. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Duran, 26 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Santander hauls it in for the out, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Evan
Emmanuel
Carter.
Rivera stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. Snap throw to first. Carter dives back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's in there for strike 1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
At the belt and fires. Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Franklin, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
The Rangers down by a pair here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Gets to it with a slide, and very nicely done for the out. Rangers lead 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder.
Thunder are going to win tonight.
Franklin back to work. Just missed. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul. The line of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. To the right side. Mountcastle steps on the bag, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Ash Young, he's already homered in this game.
It's not just about where you're going.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
We're customer owned.
Good eye in that spot.
Matters most to you.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Together. Get your quote.
There's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Next pitch is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Yeah, Josh, you can suck it.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. In the dirt, blocked. To second, and he's out.
You know, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Very high with that one. Ball 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Can't touch his. 2-4. 4-1 Birds. Just keep pitching.
Back in Arlington. Now here is Jonah Heim. Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
0-2 now. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play.
How did we just roll up Harrison Bader? He's supposed to be fast.
So it almost becomes like second nature.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swinging a foul straight back.
Ouch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Through 5, 6-1 Orange Birds.
Back at Globe Life Field, here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Beautiful
Couldn't
cutter
catch up to the
from the
heater.
lefty. You can't hit that.
Now it's the DH, Emmanuel Rivera. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Rivera measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's a little bit high. And the count 1-2. On the ground, right side.
Jackson.
Holiday. Sends it to first.
2 down.
2 up, 2 down.
Quality
He didn't
start.
recognize changeup earlier now. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, space is empty. Seager stands in now. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes a ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Sweeping curveball is tough, too.
And the Rangers set down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
OKC wins. Let's go down to YouTube.
OKC wins. Welcome to the Minnesota Tour channel. Cheers. Emoji partying face. Emoji clinking glasses. Emoji partying face. Emoji clinking glasses. Welcome to the Minnesota Tour channel. Cheers. Emoji partying face. Emoji clinking glasses. Emoji partying face. Emoji.
Franklin back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Young up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Zips it across. And a couple of quick outs.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
2 outs, base is empty. Rhys Hoskins stepping in for the Rangers. And there's the strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a pitch. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Got it by him for the K.
6-1.
Nothing doing
Birds.
for the Rangers. They trail it 6-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Franklin still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Franklin hauls it in, and there's one away. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
There's a strike. The Rangers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4. Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. That's in there. 0-1. That one hammered center field. Mullins moving back for it. Gone. A soaring soaring shot to center. That's his 50th career homer. And they close the gap. It's 7-3. Carter, batting with one down, takes a strike. The Orioles leading by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Bounce to the right. Throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The lefty fires. Next offering is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side.
Nolan.
That's the inning.
Might as well pitch the complete game.
Runs on one hit. Back now as they hand the ball to a
Kenyon
fresh arm to start
Middleton.
the bottom of the ninth. Franklin pitched 8 good innings and struck out 8 batters. Not bad at all.
Not great, not terrible in this one, Boog. He came out and ate up some innings for him, and that was important as they got that W. But he'll be looking for better the next time out.
Yo, another W.
Too many hits surrendered, but when you get a big lead, it was like 4-1, 5-1, 7-1. You start throwing more strikes. Four-game win streak for the big man. What do we got here? New gloves. Okay, now we're gonna get to the next start. Boy, our team is on fire. Hey everybody, come on in. Dodgers. (36 and 22), 40 and 17. What's going on here? Oh. Hey Jimmy, take a seat. Talk to me, Skip. Make it a great day. Huh. Brandon Hyde got fired. Win. Jimmy. Sunday Night Baseball. So we got Jackson Holiday's batting 5. We picked up Eugenio Suarez, and we got Nolan Arenado. Where's he at?
Welcome to Dodger Stadium. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Los Angeles
Get your
Dodgers.
popcorn, emoji
John
popcorn,
Shelby
ready,
with you
emoji wink.
alongside Chris Singleton. So the Baltimore Orioles have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Smily Franklin. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
And he deals. Foul ball there. On the ground. Sends it to first.
Got him.
And Freeman is retired. Here's Riley Green. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Out to center.
2 down.
And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
2 outs, base is empty. Just missed. That clips the zone, and the count's even at 2. And that's in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And it's fouled away.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
2 outs. And it's even up.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Ohtani off of first with 2 away. Ripped to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And Betts is gone. That is the inning.
Got you,
So
Mookie.
the Dodgers leave one, scoreless after 1. Bottom of the inning, and here is Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a pitch. That's in there. Going 1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's how you do that, chap.
Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. Ground ball left side. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Arenado would have got that.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now James Outman. Strike 1. Outman, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the second. Swung on, belted. That one hops against the fence. Coming home. He'll score, and it's now a 2-run game. And he's at third with 1 away. That's a triple.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Down on strikes he goes. 2 down.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That one missed. Swings and misses, struck him out. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Orioles 3 and the Dodgers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Franklin back to work. There's a strike. And it goes just foul. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a pitch. Way high there. And that's ball 1. Got him looking.
Struck him
one
out.
down.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that. You completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Green at it for the second time, and that's strike 1. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Swing and a base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. In there at the knees for a strike.
Oh, God.
And down on strikes. That's out number 2. Here's Mookie to hit. And ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Turns and fires to Betts. Fouled off down the right side. Green off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs. Struck him out looking. 1 left for LA, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. here at Chavez Ravine. And now it's going to be Matt Chapman.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
The wind of the pitch. In the air, right field. Marcano should have this one. He makes the grab.
One down.
And up next for Los Angeles, Jordan Westburg. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Base is empty, 1 away here in the third and final game of the series. Swing
Cooking.
and a miss. Had him out front.
Jimmy's
for the
cooking.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Out in the box now. No balls and a strike. Close, but called a ball.
What
And
in the
1-1.
world?
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1.
Listen first now.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Outman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing.
Come on.
Payoff pitch. In the air, left side. Drops into the glove.
Rosario.
And that will end the inning.
Perdomo, Schneider, and Henderson.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mateo has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Mateo.
2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. JT Realmuto steps in. Right through there for a strike. Realmuto goes 6'1", 35 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
100.
He goes down looking.
KKKK. That's number 10. No, 8.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
The Dodgers trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Now this is in the air down the line. And that will drop foul. Next one misses. It's 2-2.
Come on, home down.
Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Freddie.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
This guy's
Green
horrible.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out.
Doc
So the
Holliday
Dodgers leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1.
coming up 2. Hit a home run.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
On the ground, right side.
That time.
And he can't hang on. And he beats it. He's safe.
Wow.
Here's Mookie now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
It's low and gets away. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time relief.
Got him swinging for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Here's Matt Chapman. That pitch clips the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's number 10 out in L.A. Cali.
Back here in L.A., here's the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. Franklin back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ripped to first, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And next for L.A., James Outman. And that's a strike. Next offering down in the dirt. The lefty fires. Late that time, and it's strike two. The Dodgers down by a pair here at the bottom of the seventh. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Dodgers down in order.
Just let me
and
finish
they still
it.
trail it here, 3-1.
L.A. Cali.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth.
They won.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the eighth and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the ninth. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
That's not good. Blowing games like that. Shohei hit a 3-run homer. 3, 6, 7, 8, 11. 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 run. 87 pitches. Probably the right thing to do. That would have been my 5th straight W. Let's hope we get a diamond card. What would we need? Do. Train. .38. I gotta get that down to under a 3. Velocity. Fielding. action. Raise the velocity on the sweeper, it'll be even tougher to hit then. Saturday game at home in the birdcage. Scooble. W. Casey. Loss. 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 Oh, we get the sick jerseys. Yes. We're into June. All-Star game is in Texas.